Feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me. So alive, make it last forever. Stop in time, yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me.
Yo, what's up guys, this is me Yasin, and today I'm back with Traptricks. So essentially you can see that I'm only playing 9 Traptricks monsters. That's not a lot actually. I'm not playing the one that allows you to use the trap hole cards from your hand, or allows you to well, make sure that your trap cards cannot be negated, well, your normal trap cards. And I am also not playing the blonde girl who special summons the Traptricks monsters from the deck, because I don't think they really get you, and they don't really get you started, and they don't allow you to push like really further when you're already winning. 9 Traptricks is all you need. You really don't want to draw like too many Traptricks monsters, otherwise you really can't do anything even going second. Because for a trap deck, this deck is actually really good going second, ironically. It looks really bad, but it's pretty good. So yeah, you can also see that I'm playing the Backjack with the Fiend Griefing combo, which is really good at disrupting your opponent's graveyard and making sure that you have life plays, because it gets you any trap that you want, essentially. Then 2 Desires, nothing special about it. This deck can't really play Pot of Indulgence, because you really need your Serras, otherwise you're just playing like a a 2014 really bad trap deck. You really want to play normal traps in this deck. Floodgates and stuff like that are just like not as good, unfortunately. Only a couple of not normal traps that I'm playing. As you can see in the bottom, I have Manhunt and Solemn Strike. Solemn Strike is just too good not to play, and Manhunt is there because I can steal Super Bolts, so in Simplified Game State I can like stay alive. And also sometimes I steal level 4 monsters and then I use Shade Brigandine to make a rank 4. Everything else that you see is kind of standard for this deck, except I guess Back to the Front. That's unique. It allows you to revive back Myrmilio from your grave, so it actually acts as like an Olenoides, a BB Heavy Duster, but it's kind of better because at least it gets you back at the body. Heavy Duster was just, it wasn't too good in testing, so that's why I cut it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Then for the extra deck, I don't really want to bother explaining much of this, because to me everything is just very obvious. Akashic Magician and BLS Link with Mekhanite Astrum are pretty much the only thing that deserve an explanation, because they are related to the actual combo that I showed at the beginning of the video. So if you don't understand what I'm saying right now, just make sure you rewatch the video. Akashic Magician has two really interesting effects. Not only being able to bounce back your own Dionea, bouncing back an opponent's monster, so if you play like Kaijus, or if you give your opponent the Nibiru, you can actually out the Nibiru without even wasting any traps, which is very nice. And bouncing back your own Dionea is just absolutely overpowered, because then you can normal summon and get back another Traptrick monster from your grave. Mermelio's effect to pop a spell and trap is not once per turn, so there's been situations where I was actually using that effect 3 to 4 times in one turn. That was just really insane, because Sarah specials from deck, Dionea specials from grave, back to the front specials from grave, and yeah, no, there's a lot of ways you can get multiple pops actually, and then Phoenix to get rid of another spell and trap, Tornado Dragon. This deck really isn't scared of anything once it gets rolling, and this is why it's a really interesting deck. It's probably the deck that I would play at like regionals or something to have fun. It's just that as long as the format is aggressive and it has like Salamangreat and Brandish, this deck just it's too slow, I guess, to keep up, and it doesn't really do much against like already established control boards, I guess, like Ray with like 4 traps. I mean, Widow, Shark, and stuff like that. Forget it. You lost, unfortunately. Especially since they can use Shark Cannon to steal your Mermelio and pop a spell and trap. That happened to me in the past. That was unfortunately really sad. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the extra deck though. Side deck has triple Nib, triple Cyber Dragon, which is really good because this deck has a lot of extra deck space, so you can play Fortress and Mega Fleet. Not enough space so you can play Super Poly, unfortunately. I tried Super Poly and it was like, it was a bit meh, because if you really want to play Super Poly well, you can't play cards like the Cyber Dragons, and you really need like 7 extra deck spots or something. I forgot. I think that there's 3 for the Dark Attribute decks, and then there's the Duplexer Chimera or the Violet Chimera, and then there's Mud Dragon of the Swamp. That's 5 mandatory ones, unfortunately, and then the rest is like whatever, up to you. But no, I chose Cyber Dragon, Phantasmia, and Nib instead of Super Poly. I think this is enough anyways. It's good at breaking boards. Yeah, the rest is just specific for certain decks. Get Out for Thunder Dragons and Salamangreat, Heavy Duster for all the trap decks. Imperial Order is just like whatever. I mean, I play 2 spells. It's free, you know. I can main deck it, honestly. It's just that this deck can honestly, unfortunately, take a while to get rolling, and this is why the ping 700 can actually be irrelevant sometimes. That's pretty much it for the deck profile. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comment section, and that's pretty much it. That's Yasin signing out. Peace.